All right, if you're anywhere near the European crypto scene, you know the ground is shifting under our feet. New rules are here, and it's making everyone wonder which projects are actually playing ball. We got a fantastic question about this, so today we're going to use it to dive into a new platform called SportsFuture and see how it really measures up against Europe's brand new crypto rulebook.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? This comes from a viewer, Craig, and he summed up what so many people are thinking right now. He's looking at something new and asking two, I think, absolutely critical questions. Number one, is it actually compliant with all these new EU laws? And number two, does its token have any real purpose, or is it just another one of those super volatile altcoins? These are the exact questions we're going to tackle.
So what is this SportsFuture thing anyway? Well, at its core, it's a platform built on something called the Apertum blockchain, and it's trying to do something pretty cool: smash together the worlds of sports and crypto. The big idea is to let communities, people like us, come together and fund scholarships for promising young athletes, and it's all powered by the security of the blockchain. It's a really interesting new spin on sports, finance, and tech.
Okay, but hold on. Before we get into all the cool features and what it does, we have to tackle Craig's first and honestly, most important point: the regulations. Because in Europe, the game has fundamentally changed.
For years, crypto has been the Wild West, right? Unregulated, unpredictable, a bit chaotic. Well, in Europe, those days are officially over. The EU has rolled out a massive new regulatory framework, and now every single project, including SportsFuture, has to follow the exact same rulebook.
And the new sheriff in town? It's called MICA. That stands for Markets and Crypto Assets Regulation. The simplest way to think about MICA is that it's the official set of guardrails for the entire EU crypto market. This isn't about stopping crypto. It's about making it safer and a whole lot more transparent for everybody involved.
And don't think this is some future problem we can worry about later. Nope. MICA goes fully live in December 2024. That means platforms have to be getting ready for it right now. There's a bit of a grace period that runs until mid-2026, but the groundwork for being compliant, that has to be happening today.
So what does this MICA thing actually do? Well, when you boil it all down, it's about protecting you, the user. It makes sure exchanges and wallets are properly licensed. It forces platforms to do checks to prevent money laundering and other shady stuff. And this is a big one, it sets really clear standards for how projects have to talk about their tokens. No more hiding risks in a complicated white paper. It even forces stablecoins to have one-to-one backing to prevent the kind of meltdowns we've all seen before. It's all about creating a safer playground for everyone.
All right, so those are the rules. That's the new playing field. Now for the million-dollar question. How does a brand new platform like SportsFuture actually go about meeting these super strict requirements? Let's connect the dots.
The secret sauce here is the technology it's built on, the Apertum blockchain. It was literally designed from day one with EU compliance baked in. Now, for you tech heads out there, it's a layer 1 built as an Avalanche subnet. But what that means for you and me is that it's designed to be incredibly fast, handle tons of transactions, and, crucially, it plays nicely with all the apps from the massive Ethereum ecosystem.
So how do they prove they're playing by the MICA rules? Well, it really boils down to three big things. First, they use MICA-authorized service providers, which means things like Know Your Customer checks and regular audits are already built right in. Second, their token, Apertum, has to follow those strict disclosure rules we talked about, which is huge for protecting users. And finally, the platform is already up and running across all 27 EU member states.
Okay, so check. It looks like they've got the compliance part covered. But that brings us to Craig's second question, which is just as important. What about the token? Is it just hype, or is there actually something real there?
Look, we've all seen meme coins, right? Their value is pure hype. It's a roller coaster that lives or dies on social media trends. This is trying to be something totally different. The Apertum token is designed to be the fuel for the whole SportsFuture world. Use it for everything, powering these virtual sports hubs, trading with other users, generating yield. It's even got an AI analytics platform behind it. The key here is that its value is tied to how much people are actually using the platform, not just speculating on it. And it's not just us saying this, right? This move toward clear rules and real utility, it's already making a big difference. Get this, a recent survey found that almost 60% of crypto exchanges believe that MICA is a huge confidence booster for the entire market. That shows you that the industry sees these clear rules as a good thing, something that's going to attract more serious projects and investors.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together.
We've talked about the new rules, how this platform fits in, and what makes its token tick. But what does all of this actually mean for a user, for someone like Craig?
When you really look at it, the trade-off here is pretty clear, right? On the one hand, you get much safer markets, way better protection for your assets, and you open the door for big institutional money to come in, which could lead to more stable prices down the road. And the downside? Well, yeah, there might be a tiny bit more paperwork when you sign up, but for most people, that trade-off is a no-brainer.
So here's the bottom line. The big takeaway from all of this is that for the first time ever, real, solid guardrails are being put up for crypto users all across the European Union. And that shift is going to empower all of us to tell the difference between pure hype and the real useful projects that are actually built to last in this new, regulated world.
And that really leaves us with a huge question, doesn't it? For so many years, crypto has been all about volatility and a lack of rules. But now that one of the biggest economic blocks on the planet has put a real rulebook in place, are we about to see a totally new era for crypto? One that's more stable, more innovative, and safer for everyone? Is the game finally changing for good? It's definitely something to think about.